So it's time for another cinematic vlog, but where should we start this week? How about the surprise birthday party? A lot of my friends are turning 30 this year, and it's definitely a special age to celebrate. My friend Tri recently turned 30, and his girlfriend planned a surprise birthday party for him and asked a group of us to be there for the celebration. While we gathered at their party room and hid, Tri was busy picking up pizzas at a nearby place, so it kind of worked out. Little did he know, a bunch of us were hiding behind couches and tables back in this party room. Then it was just a waiting game.
Happy birthday.
The older I get, the more selective I feel myself becoming with who I spend my time around and who to invest my efforts into. So when I was younger, I actually struggled with this quite a bit. It took me a really long time to find my core group of friends who I felt really comfortable being myself around. And this happened again when I graduated university and started work, when it was a totally new environment with brand new people, and I just kind of lost myself, and I felt this internal pressure to fit into this certain mold to make friends. But the problem with that is because I wasn't being myself, I didn't really feel truly comfortable. And it took me a long time to find genuine friends at work as well. And that's why I'm so grateful to have found this group of really close friends in my adulthood. If it's that hard to make genuine friends in your early 20s, imagine how hard it is in your adulthood. I'm really grateful that I found this group of friends who I now truly feel like I could be myself around, and everyone is just their authentic self, as corny as it sounds. No one feels pressured to be something that they're not. Everyone just genuinely loves each other and celebrates each other as they are, which I think is extremely rare to find, especially, again, when you're in your late 20s. I'm just really excited to keep celebrating our birthdays together like this, whether it's our 30s or 40s or 50s, 60s. Like, I genuinely wish that we continue this friendship for a really, really long time, because I feel so lucky and I'm just so happy that I found a group of friends like this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Party, that's like, yo, how did you?
Happy birthday!
Another highlight of my week was taking care of my rover dogs, Doongie and Oscar. I started dog sitting last September on the Rover app, where you can make your profile as a dog sitter and you can connect with nearby dog owners who need their pups and dogs to be taken care of for the day or overnight. The reason why I started dog sitting was last May I lost Coco, who was my family dog since high school. And she passed because of old age and health complications, and it was a really hard time for my family when she was sick. And so after she passed, to help with the healing process for myself, I started dog sitting, since I had recently started a remote job so I could take care of dogs while I was working from home. So a fun fact about me is that I do Rover on the side, which is a dog sitting side business. It's an app, and you can basically put your availabilities on the calendar, and for the days that you mark as available, your clients can reach out to you when they need dog sitting help, and then they obviously send you a request. So this weekend I got Doongie for overnight, so it's all of today, all of Saturday, and then he's getting picked up tomorrow around 6 p.m. So we have a good day and a half with Doogie. We had him once during daycare, and within the first 5 minutes he peed all over my coffee table to kind of like mark his territory, so I'm giving him a really long walk right off the bat just so he can like pee it all out. And now almost a whole year later, I'm happy to say that I've met so many adorable puppies and dogs who've honestly healed a huge part of me, and it's encouraged me to remember the happy memories I shared with Coco and less of the sad moments towards the end. One really interesting part of dog sitting is that I'm able to see so many different personalities of dogs. For example, Doongie reminds me more of my Coco. He would come and show me affection in his own ways, but if I pet him a little too many times, he'll get up and go to the opposite end of the couch. Whereas Oscar loves pets and sits on my lap while I work. So it's been a really good year of making so many furry friends, and I'm going to continue to do so for the next little while, in honor of my Coco, of course. Now, the last story I want to tell is about quality girlfriend time. When I was younger, I never understood how my mom could spend hours on end just chatting with their girlfriends and do nothing else. Like, all they would do is chat. But now that I'm in my late 20s, I do the exact same thing. And the rate at which we change conversation and to topics is actually very impressive. Maybe because I'm getting older, I really value the deep conversations that I have with my girls, because we're not just chatting about nothing, you know? We're chatting about, you know, what happened this week, how do we feel about certain things, reflections, or we talk about things in the past, present, future, our goals. And of course, you can talk about this with your guy friends too, but there's just something different about a group of girls just getting together and just chatting for hours. I don't know, I really respect that, and I really value that quality time together. So I always make sure to make some time for my girlfriends when it's been a while since I've seen them. So this week, I made the trek to Mississauga to catch up with some of my girlfriends / ex-coworkers from my old company. I haven't seen them since our weekend trip from about a year ago, so we had a lot to catch up on in terms of work, our personal life, and just really about anything. It was really nice seeing them. We unfortunately all live pretty far away. One of them actually lives in Ottawa, so it's really hard to get together. So when she comes to visit Toronto, we make the effort to definitely meet up. I also made time this week to see my old roommates who I met in university. One of them recommended the Chulo, which is a really good Nepalese Indian restaurant in Toronto, and I highly, highly suggest this place if you haven't been. The workers are really nice and sweet, and the food is so flavorful and tender. Afterwards, we walked to a nearby cafe and chatted some more. So how do you guys know if you've had a really good quality friend time? I can tell if hours flew by and I had no idea because we were just endlessly chatting away. If you have this type of friendship in your life, I would hang on to it. So that's how my week pretty much went. If you're still watching, thank you so much for listening and watching as always. And I was too busy chatting that I didn't get to eat my food yet, so I'm gonna get to that. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.